Okay, so I finally made it up to the campsite. This is just a test run for the big trip that I plan on taking in August. Okay, so I finally made it up to the campsite. This is just a test run for the big trip that I plan on taking in August. I'll be leaving Phoenix, heading to probably Albuquerque just to stop there for the night, then Colorado. I'm doing a little bit of camping there where I grew up. From there, I'll go to Sturgis. From Sturgis, I'll go to Sturgis for the rally, the motorcycle rally ride that's there. I'll be there for a couple days. From there, I'm gonna go all the way to Glacier National Park. I might make some stops along the way in between all of these, but then I'll go to Glacier, and from there, I'll start heading to Yellowstone, and then Zion National Park. That is not lightning, even though there's all the clouds. There's a guy shooting down there that I passed on the way in. He's a good mile away, but these beautiful mountains up here, so it's echoing pretty good. At first I forgot he was there, and I did think it was lightning because it's a little breezy. So I'm like, oh, please don't rain tonight. Please don't rain tonight. But it looks like we'll be all set since he's just shooting. But I found this beautiful little campsite. But then look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So just a nice little spot. It dead ends up here, and it's a pretty rocky trail to get here. I was a little concerned coming up. I stopped and got off the bike a few times and kind of walked it out because I've been up here tons of times, but never to this spot, so I wasn't sure how bad the road was going to be. But not too bad, so I'll be camping here for the night. Hopefully the wind will calm down and it won't be as breezy tonight, but we'll see. But yeah, so this is just a test run, setting up the bike. This pretty much has everything that I'll need for this 4,000 mile trip I was talking about. I'm going to budget about 30 days for it. I could go slower, or no, I can't go slower. I could get it done faster, but I wanted to give myself just as much time as I possibly could. So I got everything set up on here. The only thing I'm missing are just some spices, and that's pretty much it. Just some spices and cooking oil, whatnot. I didn't pack that stuff because I'm only cooking a little bit for one night. So yeah. Well, I better hurry up and start packing before it gets too late, and like I said, hopefully it's not windy. But if it is, I'm only going to be cold for one night, and then I head back because this is just a one-night test. So let's get to it. Okay, so status update. The rain fly on my tent, one of the straps in one of the corners broke. So I'm closing my eyes, going to sleep, and I wake up just to look outside, and I'm like, that's brighter than it should be. And I look, and the rain fly's gone. So I'm like, please, it's really windy. I'm like, please tell me it's not down that way somewhere. Luckily, there's a cliff in front of me, but the wind's blowing the other way, so I probably could have caught it in a cactus. Luckily, it just tore in one corner, so I quickly just tied it together. So that should be a good fix for tonight. But yeah, definitely gonna need a different tent, but everything else, and I haven't really used anything else. I didn't cook because it's just so darn windy. I'll eat in the morning. So yeah, hopefully that's the last update for tonight, and the next video is in the morning. Good night. so it is morning, and it was cold and windy last night. Cold, not so much. Windy, I don't think I've ever camped in a windier spot. I knew it was probably going to be windy because I got here and it was windy, and because I'm like in the middle of this canyon, but the view I couldn't beat, and it's a nice secluded spot. But man, it was crazy windy. Like, I ended up tearing, well, the wind ended up tearing the rain fly. Luckily it didn't rain, but I look up and all of a sudden I start seeing stars in the morning. So this came undone. So that bungee broke. So I ended up just tying it like crazy. And then I ended up coming back through and zip tying all four corners, just so I wouldn't have to get up and do it again if the other side broke loose. Oh man, but the sleeping bag that I have, it kept me crazy warm. I definitely had no complaints. I woke up this morning on the bike and it said it was 40 out, but it was 40 and breezy. And this is the sleeping bag that I'm using, the Sea to Summit Spark. What is this, 3? I think it's Spark 3 or Spark 2, but here's the bag. I don't know if you can actually see that. There you go. This thing packs super small. Like, I'm a big guy, and this thing takes up absolutely no space. Like, here's it compared to my iPhone 12. So it is super tiny, which is awesome for moto camping. Just fitting everything in these bags. And then I had a little bit of stuff right here because I had my table. My table's too big to fit across here. I'll end up doing a full review of everything later down the road, but that's just kind of a little bit right there. But I'm gonna start. Ooh, look at my hair. Wow, I look pretty in the morning, don't I? Oh, that didn't make it better. Well, I'm gonna start boiling some water and cooking some breakfast. I've never really been a coffee person in the morning, but I can definitely appreciate a good cup of hot chocolate. I mean, look at that view. That is really hard to beat. And then I got my little chair set up. And this is the larger table. They do sell a smaller one, but I like how it's a little higher off the ground. So yeah, but just gonna finish making some hot chocolate. Probably have one more little cup, and then I'm gonna fry some eggs up. Maybe a little bit of oatmeal, because I didn't eat dinner last night because it was so windy I didn't cook. So I think I'll fry some eggs and call it good. Okay, almost done packing up. Just have a few things left, and then make the trip back home. Everything went smooth. As far as packing, everything fit where it was supposed to. So yeah, we'll be out of here in just a minute. And because I can't leave the camera, I come back. Well, that was a great test run for all the gear that I'll be bringing on this cross-country trip. Still got plenty of time to plan everything, but this was the first great step on moving in that direction. But until next time, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure.